Jen. I have some altered corks to share with you today, and I made these this summer when I was at my mom's. We had a crop and I was just doing a class for some ladies on how to make altered corks, so I brought a whole bunch of stuff with me, but I made most of these prior to going so that they had some examples to look at. And I'm going to use a lot of these actually on my Christmas tree this year. This is actually one that I started while I was there. I actually spent most of the day just helping people put charms together and some things that they had never done before. So I started this one while I was there and finished it when I got home, and I love the way that it came out. I covered this one, and I'll kind of explain what I covered the different corks with, but this one I covered with a piece of fabric. I put a bunch of trim on the bottom and on the top, and these are some of my sugar-coated flowers, and I usually use clear glitter, but my mom had some, I think it was fruit punch distressed dry glitter from Tim Holtz, and so that's what I used on these, along with some gesso, and added some charms on the bottom here if I can get them to lay nicely. So that's the first one, and this one is a little bit similar, although it's all in whites. And I put trims around here as well as some double-stranded pearls and some wire. I put a little believe, it says believe, always believe, and I made, I don't know if you can see this very well, a little bottle cap. It says calling birds on there, and this says wishes. So this, I wanted to make a whole bunch of like white or cream colored ones. I thought those would look really pretty if you had several of them hanging on the Christmas tree. This one was pretty simple in that I just covered this one with paper and put some trim on there. This is a button, and I just poked a little hole in the cork and put some glossy accents in there, and I did pull the string through both sides of the button and then just held it in there. Some more just distressed little flowers. With these ones I used the Frontage embossing powder. So that's what's on there, trims on the bottom, and they're all somewhat similar in that they just have little charms on the bottom. As far as the rings attaching them, I either used the Tim Holtz memo pins, which are, they're a little bit bigger, or you can use, let me just show you the package of the other one. These are the other ones you can use. They're screw eyes, and you can pick up, this is a pack of 100 of them. You can pick those up at your hardware store, and they do have a little screw on one end. So what I do is I screw it into the cork just a little bit, enough to put some glossy accents in the hole. So I screw it in, I back it out, I put some glossy accents in there, and then I screw it in all the way and let it dry pretty thoroughly. And then this was another one. This one, I had colored the cork by some means dark. I forget if I used ink. And then I put some Frontage on there. And I believe that was originally like a doily stamp that I had used Versamark, and then put the Frontage on there, embossed that, added some trims, added some altered flowers. And then this one, I put this little frame on here. The paper in there is from the paper pad, the one paper pad of my mom's. I used the whole paper pad. It was an Anna Griffin paper pad, and another bottle cap. And then I saw something similar to this at Michael's one day, so I just kind of put something together. It's a little pearl with some tulle coming down and a little bead cap. And so that's that one. And this one, and I covered the cork with a mixture of glass glitter and just some heavy matte medium glue, and so the glue dries clearly, and then you have a kind of this chunky crystal effect, and wrap some wire around there. There's a little doily with some flowers. I hot glue all of my flowers on. I use a lot of seam binding when I make there. This one is stuck a little bit. Seam binding, and then more charms. And the last one is the thimble, and I had never really done an altered thimble, so I just put this one together quickly. It's just paper and ribbon and a little sewing pin with some beads on it, a button. So for these, like you can tell, I didn't use a pin. I ran the string all the way down and back up the button and just went through the buttonholes. And I also glossy accented the buttons to the, did I say thimble? I didn't mean thimble, spool. And then added some charms and a little clay piece. So yeah, these are one of those crafts that are just, I find they're very relaxing to make. You can kind of just sit and play. You can do just about anything, and they come out really sweet looking. And like I said, these types here, I think would look just absolutely beautiful, like if you do a Christmas tree with vintage decorations on it. So if anyone has any questions, let me know. You guys have a super great day. Bye-bye.